EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4. They hand this off to Harris.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second and 5. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is this happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He's got a man. Complete.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. On first down, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On second down, this is Harris. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old colleague.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run. Here's Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He'll check this down to McFarland. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. 41 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Ray McLeod to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, it's Rodgers. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
McLeod now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On play action, it's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the catch made by Johnson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger, and it's going to be... The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring... Get out of the end zone, gets him 3 more. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, 70 yards. And the Niners on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 1, Roethlisberger is going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down and 7. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. Stays on his feet.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. And Roethlisberger, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 72 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And fights through one man. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Watt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
You ain't doing nothing today. 57's the mic. Lock 57.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback's...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
I'm going back to you. 57's the mic. Lock 57. Let's go. 57. Mike, 57.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 30 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 2. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Lance. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
Here's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a nice kick here as they add 3 to the lead.
From what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good.
And now the rookie's free.
I'm the best in the game.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 56 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might move out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, Mostert
works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lance now on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
We'll take that.
This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
49ers 19.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
They run again with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This is Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Oh, big hole left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Snell will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds.